Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Buddies Bar update. Now as you can see, I am not in Tenerife. I'm in a lovely condo in Florida at the moment. So we are away for 3 weeks whilst a lot of the work is done. Why is that? So normally we always come away around September, October time anyway. So it sort of coincided with that sort of trip. Secondly, the family were all already coming and we were desperate to join them. And thirdly, there's not really a huge amount that we can do in terms of the build. Now, a lot of people did comment saying that we were crazy for going away. How could you not oversee a project like that? This is massive. Why aren't you there every day? So I think you've got to have trust in your team. You've got to have trust in your builder. And we've done a lot of pre-planning as well. So the builder knows exactly what we want. Our managers know exactly what we want. And the builder that we've used, Harry, is fantastic. He did the build for me on the office. He's done Dad's bathrooms in the apartment. So I trust him, and I'm always a phone call away, a FaceTime away. It's quite easy to manage things remotely, and I trust that he will do what needs to be done. I've got no idea about structural stuff. I've got no idea about building works. I'm not a builder, so me being there going, oh, what's that? Does that look right? It's pointless. We're going to be there for the last week or so, the last couple of weeks of the build where things will need to be, oh, I'd like that position there. Maybe that decoration would look good there. So we'll be there for that point. But in terms of ripping down walls and stuff, what am I going to do? Stand there with a big giant jackhammer? It ain't going to happen, is it? And on top of that, there was a lot of people questioning pillars and walls and the builders haven't done this and the builders haven't done that. Remember, this is not the UK, this is Spain. This is a fully legal build, so our builders are fully licensed and insured. It's a full building company. On top of that, overseeing the whole project, they call it a project over in Spain, or basically your architect. We do have one of those in place, which we've paid a lot of money for to make sure everything is to spec, everything is legal, everything is safe, all of that. So he is in place, he's there, constantly in touch with the builder, looking at what's going on. He's sent through all the drawings, exactly how the electric should go, exactly where the sockets should go, where any fire escape should go, etc, etc. So you've also got him in place, making sure everything is correct. He works in conjunction with the council and stuff like that. So we're pretty well covered for that point. And I could see where you'd sort of where the concern would come in, but they know exactly what they're doing. They've built many bars. Harry's built some of the very popular bars in Costa Rica, etc. And our project manager oversees a lot. He's the one who saw the build at Sanasti as well. So that sort of clears that end up a little bit. What else has been going on? Bits in the background in terms of new merch. We've launched some merch on our nightstrider.com website, but also we are working on an awesome merch range for the bar. So a lot of that design stuff going on. In terms of the big main sign outside, we've been working hard on trying to get some other quotes. The original company that we used, I thought quoted us a very, very high price. Not a bit expensive. I thought it was very expensive. So I did decide to shop around a little bit. It looks like we've got a quote coming in that's a quarter of the price that they quoted. So we've been working on that sort of behind the scenes, getting people out to measure up, show them the design, tell them what we want. And we've also got Jamie from Ways to Wow involved. He's constantly in touch with the project. So we're all very linked in, and although we're not there, the world of technology now, we get pictures every day, and I've been sent through loads of footage, which I'm going to include for you now on top of the screen, which will show you absolutely everything that's been going on. You can see all the walls inside have been ripped down, completely taken out, which has really opened up that space, not just on the terrace, but the 2 walls inside as well. You can see there's 3 structural pillars there now, which have stayed in place, which are the main support structure pillars. The walls in between are not structural, they're simply dividers and can be easily removed without causing any structural issues. And now the disabled toilet, you'll have seen all the walls around that did come down. The door we used to have was always broken as well, so that's all been removed and that has been expanded and changed slightly. The sink is going next, so that it's going on the opposite wall basically, and it's going to be much bigger, the disabled toilet, more accessible and better for anyone who needs to use it. And then we can also see on the footage, there's tons of clips going up on your screen where they've dug out the floor and started to get all those foundations ready for our permanent disabled ramp slope. So that will be the access in and out of the bar, whether you're in a chair or disabled or not. That will be our access. A bit like neighbours just a few doors down, they just have the slope ramp access into their locale. We will have the same. So the stairs are being bricked in. They're being filled in. Our nice new fence will run along the front, a little bit lower than it currently is, and you'll enter and exit from the bar on that left side up and down the slope ramp. Why is that? Why have we made that our main entrance? First of all, we wanted to make sure the disabled had access, and a proper access as well, not a ramp that folds out into the street, which isn't legal, which isn't very sturdy or safe. They've got a proper ramp to get in and out now, but also by allowing everyone to just walk in. I feel it's a nicer thing walking in up the slope than up the steps, but also by removing those steps and filling them in, that means we can have more seating, because bear in mind, where that ramp is coming in, that's taking away 2 sets of tables. So if we left the stairs in as well, you're losing even more space. By taking those stairs out, we can move the tables that we've lost with the ramp and put them against the front fence where those stairs would be. So there's a little bit of jigging around. The project does get more and more involved as it goes on. But you can see the extent of the work. It probably looks a little bit of a mess, but it will all come together quite quickly. And now the original bar that they removed, the plan for that is to go downstairs into the new stock room, into the new stock slope / staff room. So I wanted them to have a nice space downstairs where they can go in, they can sit, eat, have a break, relax before starting the shift or during the shift. And also, that bar was brand new and that granite was brand new that was on it as well. So I wanted to keep that. So that made sense to put it downstairs. But they've cracked on a lot. The next stage of the project is coming this week, and that is all of the electrics. So a licensed legal electrician will come in now under the supervision of that project manager that we've paid for, and he will do all of the brand new electrics throughout, connecting everything up, putting the sockets where we want it, making sure everything is insulated, waterproof where it needs to be, etc., all throughout. And obviously, as I said, that project manager will make sure everything he does is legal and to code, which it will be anyway. He's a professional electrician, so there shouldn't be too much supervision there. But I've got to say, when you're looking at it there, it looks so much bigger, doesn't it? Brighter, airy, space, less cramped. We are very, very excited. Excited by the prospect of just that disabled ramp being done. Used to get comments about it every week. It used to stress me out. People couldn't come in. I wanted these people to be able to come in, and it wasn't a nice feeling. So I'm made up that's going to be done. And then we'll have that nice new fence across the front. Hopefully the new sign will be on the way. But yeah, if anything jumps out at you or you really notice anything, let me know down in the comments what you think of the footage, what you think of the build. If any of you've been past it while you're in Tenerife at the moment, I know loads of you are out there at the moment, or you've just been, let me know, what was it like when you walked past? Does it look very different? Really, really excited by it. However, what I will say is the builder is indicating that we are going to be facing a little bit of a week or so delay, just due to the scale of things constantly sort of changing and developing. At first, we weren't going to do that massive disabled slope. We're going to do a different system. Now we're going with that slope, so that's added a bit of time. Building a whole new staircase going upstairs. That wasn't in the original plans, but I was looking at them and I was like, yeah, you know, for a few extra thousand, we can have a gorgeous new set of stairs that are set for life. So I've gone for that. So we kept adding different things, and he was like, look, I'm happy to do them, but your deadline of the beginning of November is looking a little bit iffy. So we'll keep pushing him on it. I'm going to still keep pushing for the 1st of November, but there is some indications there that it might be a little bit delayed, which we kind of expected. But hopefully it won't happen, or it won't be too long. But we did always say it only takes one thing to delay everything. The furniture is all on order. That looks fantastic. Can't wait for that to come. So it's all very, very positive. There's nothing really bad to report, really. Hoping on a new quote for the sign. They're all cracking on. And this week will be all electricals. and getting everything all set, including downstairs, getting all the electrics in for a future kitchen if we ever want it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Having a great time out here in Florida with the family, so do check out those vlogs. Even if you don't normally like Florida or you don't like the look of America, they're just fun daily vlogs. You can follow me and Laura around. We have a laugh, we eat crazy snacks, we have a lot of fun. Mum and Dad are here, my niece and nephew are here, so do check out the vlogs. Make sure you subscribe for more updates. I will bring you another update probably later next week when there's more to show. And a big thanks to Lisa from Sanasti, who's popped in and got all those clips for me. So she's done really well and sent me those on the old Google Drive. So big thank you to the staff and anyone who's out there in Tenerife or heading off and we might not be there. Don't forget, if you want a car, sanasti.com. We're fully open as usual. The girls are there to look after you, and also with the excursions as well. The Tenerife channel, Naomi's there to help you out, and if you need any help as well, pop into my office at Sanasti. The girls will get your excursions booked and get everything sorted for you so you can go and have a great time. But I will see you back in Tenerife very soon. Check out the Florida vlogs. Let me know your thoughts on the update. Buddies 2.0, bring it on, looking very exciting. And bear in mind, while we're out here, we've been doing a little bit of market research on some new cocktails too. So bring it on. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the thumbs up and stride on.